Call me if you get lost. The theme for Call Me If You Get Lost is Tyler has lost himself. Tyler don't know who he is now. Like, am I straight? Am I gay? Do I like the fame? Do I not like the fame? But I'm gonna use the money that I made off the success of my music, and I'm gonna travel the world. Like I'm a fully two palms down travel the world. And as he traveled the world, Sir Baudelaire, DJ Drama, Corsa, Lemonhead, 42 Doug, What's Your Name, Lumberjack, The Wind Blows, Massa, Manifesto, Sweet, I Thought You Wanted to Dance, Rise, talks about his dad again, Bless, Juggernaut. That now he's traveling the world. And each feature is used, and each feature is used as a and each feature is used as these are people I met over the course of traveling the world. Like so every new place I went, I met these people. He got in the old school car and he traveled the world. He met different people, he seen different people. He met so many different people and these are the songs. These songs are like what is it called? Postcards. These songs are like postcards, like, hey, look, I'm here. Hey, look, I'm here. Hey, look, I'm here. Hey, look, I'm here. That's what they're used as, postcards. And these postcards are like letting you know, like, yo, you can call me if you get lost. Because I know what it's like to be lost in a world where you think nobody's on your side and nobody got you. So call me if you get lost. I know how this works. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So he's traveling, and I have to go to this song because the estate is the deluxe edition. It doesn't add more to the story other than Sorry Not Sorry. And then Sorry Not Sorry is the music video is more understanding of the story he's trying to tell because he's basically saying in the music video, like, yo, I'm killing off all the old people. Like, everything you knew me for, call me if you get lost. I found who I was. I know who I am and I know what I'm going to do and I know who I am in life. I am no longer that lost boy from Bastard. Cornucopia. Chromacopia. And that's when he says in Chromacopia, this album is dedicated to life lessons that his mom told him. Hence why his mom is through the entire album. Now he's famous. He's found himself. He's settled in London. And in London, a certain amount of chain of events happened. So being famous and homing into his fame now brings paranoia. His mother telling him, don't ever tell a girl you love her and you don't mean that shit. Is that him telling the girl in Darling I, like, yo, I keep falling in love, but I'm not sure if it's love because I don't really know what love is. Then he meets Jane. Oh my God. And then Jane, mind you, in Flower Boy, he told you he was bisexual. He meets Jane. Him and Jane, he impregnates Jane. Him and Jane have a conversation about keeping the baby, not keeping the baby. He don't want to keep the baby. Jane wants to keep the baby, but if Tyler doesn't agree to keep the baby, she understands because she don't want to lose him as a friend. Tyler is trying to juggle life because the only thing that ever kept him happy thus far in his life is the music, is the life, is like what he think was making him crazy, he actually is in love with because it helps him with his life and how he does things. You know, that's where Hey Jane comes in. And then Judge Judy, he met her and he was like, yo, don't judge Judy. Yo, I've been judged all my life. Like, Judy's just living her life as a grown woman, just living life. Like, you know, here's the story in between songs. Like don't you judge Judy. Like, don't you ever judge Judy. Judy is just living her life. And I am in no place to judge Judy because Judy doesn't judge me. Then we got Take Your Mask Off. That's when he's saying, like, yo, I hope you look yourself in the mirror with your mask off because If you look in the mirror with your mask on, you're not looking at the real you. You're not looking at yourself. Something I had to do with understanding that I like guys, with understanding that I am weird, with understanding that I am quirky, with understanding that that is fine, but that is who I am. That is who I am. By me traveling, they thought I was dead. They ain't know where I was at. They couldn't find me. Call me if you get lost. I was out on the road. I was out on the road. I was back on the road. In the words of I think that's Dirk. I was back on the road. Like him. Now, mind you, throughout the entire story of this, Tyler has been saying things about his dad. This starts with his mama telling him, don't blame your father for him not being in your life. Blame me. Your daddy wanted to be there. I technically kind of did not let him. Your father's not in your life because of the decision I made. Your father wasn't a bad guy, and he wasn't a bad dad. He would have been a great dad. So please don't blame him, say fuck him and shit on him. It's not his fault he wasn't in Tyler's life. It's my fault he wasn't in your life. I take all the blame. For people who struggle with that with dads and don't understand how that feels, like just know that this song is dedicated to people like you. You understand, like, yo, you tell me all these positive things I pick up from my father. But at the same time, I don't know my dad. And I can't stand my dad, because if I was this cool and unique, why didn't my dad be in my life? And you carried that with you for years. For your mother to go, yo, it wasn't your dad's fault. It was my fault, baby. You having the identity crisis, not understanding who you are and what it is to be you. But at the same time, I'm telling you, you act, talk, walk, look just like your daddy. Long legs, big ears, all that shit. You get all that shit from your father. And your father wasn't here for whatever the details are. Your father wasn't here because I made sure your father wasn't here. And he ends it with, I hope you find yourself. I mean, I hope you find yourself, my bad. I hope you find your way. And it's just like Tyler thinks, and then CHROMAKOPIA, he found his way. So to sum up the story, we go from Bastard, he was in a therapy session, to Goblin, he was in a therapy session, so you find out the therapy session he had was always with himself. He killed his therapist and one of the new alias and changed his life and became Wolf. As he traveled as Wolf, he realized that he didn't know what he wanted to do next. He just knew, like, yo, I'm going through it and I need help, like, really, really bad. Like, I just want to change who I am. Cherry Bomb, he's trying to grow into a newer person and mature as a person, but he's scared to let go of the old him. So when he finally lets go of the old him and jumps out there and lets people know, yo, I am really a flower boy. I'm really a soft, delicate guy, and that other stuff you knew about me was just me fighting the urge to be myself. Which also, I tell y'all about my love life, something I never told y'all about. I'm actually into men. The man that he's fully into, that he lives in secret with loving, is a friend of his who he fell in love with because of the kind of person he was and how he loved hanging out with him and getting to know him. That didn't go the same way back when the guy didn't reciprocate the exact same love that he had for him back to Tyler. Tyler then packs his shit and moves. He drives and it's call me if you get lost. I'm going to just spend this time traveling, trying to figure out what to do in my life and where to go with my life. And CHROMAKOPIA, he thought about things his mama told him and things that he should have did and things that he did do better. And that helped him find himself, find his way, and understand that all of this is the circle of life. And I told you this story from when I was a teenager to a full adult. And I hope you can do the exact same thing. And that is it for my video on how Tyler, the Creator's album discography ties in together as one complete story. So whether this is an album story that's dedicated to Tyler the Creator, the actual person, or whether this is a story created and the Tyler the Creator character is a fictional character in the fictional world created by Tyler the Creator, nothing else matters. The only thing that matters is it is a fantastic story and a fantastic movie, and I had a great time watching it, viewing it, and listening to it and reviewing it. Like, share, give me a thumbs up if you like it, give me a thumbs down if you don't. So either way, just please interact with it. We got interviews out on the I Don't Care What You Think podcast channel, and we have more content coming out later in the day and later in the week and later in the months. Thank you. Doughboy out.